Hi, this is Exper, and in this video I'm going to explain how to download and install and use Trust. Go to the URL and get one of the top two files here. For the English installer, it is the second file with a really long name. Download that and unzip it. It will contain two files. Double-click on setup.exe. That will run the installer, and it's pretty simple. As you see here, it looks like this. Just click next a few times. You can install it for everybody and choose a different default path, but I recommend that one. Okay, and for anybody that doesn't really know, Trust is a customizable training mode, basically allowing you to recreate and practice any given scenario in the game of Super Turbo, precise to the frame level, so you can display hitboxes, inputs, and pause it, and things like that. Okay, once it's installed, make a backup copy of your ST board and put it in the appropriate folder. And let's see, while I'm doing that off screen, I'm just going to mention some new features of Trust version 10 are the consistency feedback and the scenario generator. I'm going to get into that a little bit later. Okay, so once you have everything set up pretty well here and installed, on the left-hand side is sort of your list of the lessons. These are all customizable. You can create your own. And at the top here is just some explanation. It's kind of a lot of text, but just something to refer to. I made this video to kind of speed up the process because I know it's a lot. Okay, so we're going to go and configure our inputs. To do that, select a lesson, kind of deep into the tree there on the left. Then click Observe, and if you have the right file, you'll get a screen like this. Pause it, or you can just let it run. Press the Tab key and go to inputs for this game. And the things we want to configure here are one player start, coin 1, and the inputs for P1. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm using the arrow keys up and down on my keyboard to select an input, and then pressing the Enter key to get these two triangles, okay? And then I press the input that I want, okay? So I go down to, the buttons 1, 2, 3 are the punches, 4, 5, and 6 are the kicks. And I'm going to show, let's say you want to change an input. All you have to do is highlight that one, press the Delete key on your keyboard, and then it'll say None, like this, okay? And then press Enter once again, and then the correct input that you want, okay? Once that's set up, just press Escape a few times, and you'll get back. So some of the features are, we have the Hitbox display ability. I'm going to select the same lesson there and go back to Observe. Let's see that. So I'm going to turn on the Hitbox display. And we also have input display. Okay, to get Hitbox display, press the Start button. Whatever you have is one player start, and you'll get the hitboxes. Just note that it's one frame delayed, but otherwise pretty accurate. And if you notice in the bottom left, I have the inputs displayed as well. Okay, you can pause the game, and while it's paused, you can press the tilde button. It's kind of the button near your numeral 1 key on the top left of your keyboard, below the escape key. That will advance it exactly one frame, and you can press that a few times, kind of go through it frame by frame. Really useful feature. Okay, I'm gonna try this out here. Let's see. Oh, I missed it. Okay, I'm not very good at this. I don't have time to concentrate while I got I don't know, like 4 windows trying to make this demo video, so not too good here. But basically, it's pretty fun. Check it out. It's one of the basic ones you can start out with. You get an idea of how to use Trust that way. And let's see. Okay, let's check out. I want to show a feature here that is new in this version. It's called consistency training. I've got a few new scenarios here that are a little bit special. This is to practice dragon punches, particularly. You can set up a number of reps on P1 side and P2 side, and I currently have it set to 3 reps on each side. And keep your eye on the console on the right-hand side of the screen here. Okay, so I'm playing as Ryu, and you can practice doing dragon punches. It's going to test, and oh, I messed up. Okay, so oh, I did a super. It lets me know that in the console on the right side, and it lets me know when I get the dragon punch out correctly, most of the time. If you do, like, say, a crouching jab into a dragon punch, it would actually count it as a dragon punch. It's not totally perfect, but mostly it'll give you a very good idea of your consistency. And when you press the coin button to back out and escape, it automatically generates or updates your. It generates a Excel file, or basically a CSV file, that you can open up in any spreadsheet. If you don't have Excel, you can download one of many free spreadsheets nowadays. Many programs can read CSV files. By the way, I really want to talk to somebody who's into R and somebody knows how to manipulate the tabular data, because I think we can do some really cool things with this. But basically, this is automatically updated, and it'll give you some feedback, basically. And if you track this over time, just like 5 minutes a day, see how much better you can get at doing dragon punches. Let's see, what else? Okay, another practical use. Let's say we go to this week's GameSpot versus video, and just completely random video here. I just totally random. Oh, that's me. I was doing really well here in the second round, fighting against Yakitori, and just say we want to recreate this scenario. Let's say, okay, we see that. We see what it is. Let's go in here to the menu where we can create a save state. Okay, so we're going to select that. Here we can select the P1 player, character, rather. That will be DJ. We'll select his color. And the P2 was an orange Ryu. And then we'll select the stage, which was Claw. Okay, and right down here we're going to select the file name for the save state. It's going to be let's see, 23.sta. That's kept in your STA folder in the trust directory. So when I click OK, just wait 13 seconds. Don't do any inputs here. Just let it run. And if you notice in the console window there on the right, it will say, just wait about 13 seconds. And it's going to create this save state that we specified. And look in the bottom middle to see the notification that it was successfully created. Okay, and highlight the main window and just press escape, and then we can refer to 23 in our scripts. So let's select a lesson here, any open slot that you like, and go to the menu, and we can go in and directly edit that file. Okay, so let's say we'll start out with a comment here. Recreating a scenario. You would generally, denote what you're trying to do and sort of what you're supposed to do in the script, so you can remember. Start out by loading that save state. So that's ampersand 23, or whatever number that you saved it as. In this case, it was 23.sta, so it's going to be ampersand 23 space. Let's do a W20. You should start it out, every script, with a W20 or W10 or something to let it synchronize. And then on the next line here, let's put D.dl.l. So that's going to be down, left, and then 3, which is the fierce button or hard punch. Okay, so that's going to be basically a fireball. Okay, and then at the end of the script, we're going to just make it wait 120 frames, and then an exclamation point. Sorry, the resolution here is not so great. That's an exclamation point as the last character. We're going to save that. Okay, come back to the trust window, press execute, and this is what we got. Oh, I made a mistake. Okay, so apparently I did not switch to the P2 character, and I have the wrong character doing it. So let's come back to the script and put a dash in. That dash is going to tell it switch over to the the P2. To switch back, you can press plus, And there, now we have it working correctly. And let's see. I guess I didn't wait long enough to give DJ here enough time to charge his sonic boom. But yeah. Anyway, the point is, this is stupid, but you can recreate any scenario that you want and get very detailed. Again, it's precise to the frame level of any scenario that you'd like to create. Okay.